Hi, I'm Jeffrey Scholl, a certified spiritual life coach, and I want to talk today a little bit about creation, how to get what it is that you want to create in your life. Abraham Hicks taught me many years ago that every topic is really two perspectives on that topic: what is wanted or the lack of what is wanted. For example, success in your career feels very different than being frustrated by it. I know people that spend most of their time focused on what is not happening in their career, feeling underappreciated by their managers, misunderstood, not wanted, and this has a vibration to it. And the more that you focus on what it is that you don't want versus what it is that you want, you are manifesting more of that, because everything that shows up in your life is a reflection of the energy that you're sending out. And most people are going through their lives and they're reacting to the old energies that they're sending out again and again and again, instead of understanding how to create what it is that they do want. And if you think about everything that you've ever created in your life, whether it was a job or a car or a house or a spouse or a child or anything, all of that was created from the perspective of you focused on what it is that you wanted. You put some sort of positive energy around that. You visualized it. You imagined it. And then when that showed up, you kind of changed that and started reacting to it, perhaps. We especially do this in our relationships, whereas we attract, the mate that we've always wanted, and then when that person starts reflecting back to us the unhealed parts of ourselves, we look at that person and say, well, you're the problem. You're the reason that, and I need you to change so that I feel better. And that's simply not the way that creation works. We're the ones that has to change. We're the ones that has to heal what's going on inside of us for our reflection to change. And when we change, our world changes. So it's the same with our career. If we are focused on a daily basis on what is not working, what's not going well with maybe the projects that we're working on or the products or whatever, and this is what we spend our time focused on. This is an energy that we're sending out into the world. And it is the definition of insanity, for example, to expect that we're going to get a different reflection back to us than the energy that we're sending out. So the goal is we want to change that energy. And there's a way to do that. And this is a technique that I've taught my clients for many years. And it's something I learned in NLP over 30 years ago. NLP is an acronym for Neuro-Linguistic Programming. And it's just a really simple practice called a see, hear, feel. You just write out 3 paragraphs. You're going to write out 1 paragraph on what your ideal situation looks like, as if it already exists today. You want to be careful not to use words like I want. You want to use words like I am and I see and I am experiencing, because you want it to be about what you feel in the present moment. That's what we're ultimately driving to here. The way that we're describing that, whether it's what you see and what you hear, even what you taste and what you smell, you want to make the experience as real as possible. So write a paragraph about what you see. Where do you see yourself working? Who do you see yourself working with? What does your work environment look like? Do you see yourself working at home? Do you see yourself going into an office? Write it out in as much detail as it feels natural for you to do. And then write out a paragraph about what you hear. What do you hear yourself saying about your new job? What do you hear other people telling you about it? Do you hear people telling you things like, I'm so happy that you're here. Your talents fit exactly what it is that we were seeking. Make that the way that you really desire it to be. Don't settle for less than what it is that you want. And then write out a paragraph about what you feel. That you feel happy, that you feel fulfilled, that you feel appreciated, that you feel grateful. Write all of that out. And when you have that written out, pull it out several times a day and read it out loud with as much feeling as possible. I highly encourage you to read it first thing in the morning, as soon as you wake up, and last thing before you go to bed at night. But still do that 2 or 3 other times during the day. reach higher every time that you do it for a higher feeling of gratitude, a higher feeling of peace, a higher feeling of joy. The more that you do that, the more that you will attract this into your experience. We have to stop focusing on what it is that we don't want and focus on what it is that we do want as if it already existed. Because at the end of the day, this is just physics. So try that and let me know how that works for you. If you have any questions, feel free to drop me a line at apathttopeace.coach. You can use the contact me link there, and I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have. Have a great day.